Hi guys, welcome to new video. So today we'll continue with the second part of the last walkthrough of Duskmarsh Phantom Halls, and we are playing with the Dark Elf Rider. So in the previous part we of course did the beginning, we chose our hero, listened to all the instructions, then we completed the side quest here, killed the bear, and now we are right next to the cave entrance. So let's go in and listen to the next instructions for the actual chambers.
Onward.
You have now entered the Phantom Halls themselves. There are many rooms that you will have to pass through. Sometimes it will be about defeating enemies. Sometimes it will be about overcoming traps. And sometimes it will be about solving puzzles. For every room you overcome, your hero will gain a new level. This will make him stronger, and some levels will also unlock new abilities. You can also collect other items in the rooms that can help you on your journey.
What do you want from me?
Yeah, so just some instructions, and now one more dialogue right here.
To enter a room, pick up the healing rune in front of that chamber. This will transport you to that room. Once you complete the room, whether it's killing all the enemies or doing anything else, an exit will open up for you which you can take to head towards the next room.
Yeah, so picking up the healing rune will teleport us in. Now we need to complete the room, so just kill it. As you can see, I think with all the other heroes, when you entered this first room, two bone warriors actually attacked you. One was from here and the second one was from the top. But this time they actually didn't attack me, because I believe Dark Elf Rider has the smallest view range, and I believe it works actually this way, that if you don't see him, he actually won't attack you. So I'm not exactly sure about this, but I'm pretty sure this skeleton warrior always attacked us, and this time it wasn't the case, or maybe this one, I don't know, one of them. So this is actually something you can use for your advantage, because not so many enemies will be fighting you at once in some scenarios. So this is really cool. As you can see, I have basically full HP because they just cannot really do anything to me right now. While with the other heroes I usually had like, I don't know, 25% HP after the first two skeletons attacked me. Or at least that was the case with the Elven Ranger, for example, in the previous walkthrough. Because she has a little bit less HP, she also does only half damage to skeletons, and also two of them attacked me there. So here you can see the slow HP regeneration that we actually experienced in the previous video. Probably won't be that big of a problem, because we can really dampen the damage that we take by of course slowing down enemies with our basic attacks, also splitting them up easily with the limited view range, and also by having quite decent HP and also some armor. So overall this should be really easy in terms of surviving. So here we picked up the first item, if we don't count the Giant Amulet from the side quest. So this of course some skeletons. Once again I will keep this for the final boss. Now we just need to finish those bone archers and bone warriors. And now two of them are attacking me, but as you can see the movement speed is pretty decent, so we can easily escape them, and I think with this hero you should be able to split them up easily like this. Once again I have limited view range. Yeah, with the Elven Ranger I think we pulled this warrior as well in this situation, but maybe I attacked him from the top, I don't remember exactly. Yeah, but I basically have full HP all the time, so this is really good. And I can already spoil that the first ability that we will get is already a summon ability that will summon two skeletons. So it's also a little bit thematically designed here. So you are defeating skeletons, and by defeating them you basically learn the dark magic of how to control them. So then you can actually summon them and they will fight for you. Yeah, but ultimately of course we are just really glad that we will have a summon ability, because that will help us with damage a lot and also give us a little bit more tankiness, because of course enemies will be attacking the melee skeletons in the front. It summons skeleton warriors, which are the melee ones, so you don't need to worry about any other type. Yeah, so let's just make a save to be sure that we don't just randomly die somewhere. In this room, you need to be a little bit careful. It's pretty easy, but I think I mentioned it in one of the previous walkthroughs. Since you have some other units, you actually need to be careful to don't step on other platforms, other signs, because that would of course summon more enemies that you would need to fight at once, and that would be really inconvenient, so you just need to be a little bit more careful where you step. As you can see, the summon time is not that long, so you only can kill like 2 enemies in this room and your skeletons will be gone. Yeah, so now I need to just 1v1. But as you can see, before they disappeared, I already regenerated over 25 mana, which is 1/3 of what I need to resummon them again, so it's actually pretty decent. I don't remember if they last for 20 or 30 seconds, but as you can see, there is also a rank 2, as we also had with the Elven Ranger, I believe, where you had also rank 2 abilities. Because that's when you enter the hell. You have option to choose from those signs, if you remember. If you didn't see it, of course you don't know, but if you saw, there are signs if you enter the hell and you can choose another ability. With the mage, you actually just choose from 2 abilities, 2 new abilities. One is blessing and one is protective shell. With warrior, you actually choose some auras, and actually now I pushed myself a little bit. Yeah, it's fine. We didn't summon anything unnecessarily. So with warrior you have some auras to choose from, and with Elven Ranger you were able to upgrade your abilities. Either the Sunfire, or how it's named, it's just the first ability that deals fire damage, or the heal that we chose in the walkthrough that I did. And with this hero you also have the option to choose from a rank 2 of 2 abilities. So it will be either the skeletons or lifesteal. That is our last ability. Of course I will talk about that once we unlock that ability. Yeah, but if you choose this, which I can already tell you that I will choose, because as I said, this hero is mainly about summoning units and I definitely want to have more skeletons. Then you will get 4 skeletons instead of 2, but you will also, I'm pretty sure you will also get longer spawn time, or they will just stay there summoned and fight for you for a longer period of time. So that's also really important to keep in mind, because then it will be even easier, or more effective, because you will not regenerate only 25 mana during the duration, but maybe 30 or even 50, I don't remember, we'll see, but it will be definitely more. So here I will just kill the young scrappers, they don't really matter, I'm still full HP, and then I will try to kill the brute scrapper, which is the big one. Oh, now I need to split them up definitely. It's dangerous area, actually. Let me make a save. I wanted to kill the first one and then make a save, but it seems very dangerous. Actually, another thing to keep in mind, you have a little bit shorter attack range, and also since you have shorter view range, you cannot attack them as soon as you could maybe, so you need to be really close to them. So even though you are ranged, you are like half range, I would say. Actually now seems like both of them will attack me. Okay, this is definitely not doable with any of the other heroes. And I'm not sure if this is possible to survive with this hero, but we'll try. I will try to kill one of them and then run away and wait for the mana for new skeletons. They killed both of them, now I'm taking huge damage. We just made a save, so if I die, I don't really care, I will just reload it, but I will try to survive this. But there is another scrapper, this is really bad. I would need a little bit more space to kite around. And now I just pulled the small one. Which means I will take even more damage. There is another one. Yeah, I probably won't have enough time to... Maybe I can kite them around this. Probably not. I just don't have the mana right now to summon the skeletons. I could use the healing potion, but... Yeah, maybe we can do that, but... reloading this will be probably easier. Yeah, I also put this, so let's just go back. That's why we make the saves, of course. Yeah, but as you can see, it's a little bit harder to separate enemies sometimes. Actually, in the first room I said that it's easier because of the fact that you have shorter view range, but in this case it's actually harder.
Onward.
Yeah, but now I managed to do
In
it
the shadows.
pretty easily.
We
Yeah,
move
because I
in the
just
shadows.
didn't actually attack him right now. I just went there close enough so he attacks me, and I didn't even see the second scrapper. So this was definitely useful. When one of your warriors or one of your summoned units is dying, then it's usually a good idea to just go back a little bit so they start attacking the second one, because even though both of them will disappear, before they disappear you just want to have the maximum damage possible, so you want to have both of them there for as much time as you can.
Onward.
Now I pulled this one, but maybe it's just better to wait for the skeletons. I don't know if we can even kill this.
Move in the shadows.
Yeah, but I mean we can just make another save.
I await your
Of course, if you want to play this mode of Duskmarsh Phantom Halls on hardcore mode without dying, then you can.
shall prevail.
You just don't make saves or don't load it when you die.
The shadows.
But I'm just doing this for the video to show how the heroes work, so I don't really care about that. And if I'm not mistaken, I think we actually didn't load the game a single time with the mage walkthrough.
What do you want?
Yeah, with warrior I think we died in the spider room. I don't know if we also died with elven ranger, but I'm pretty sure that with mage we didn't die a single time, so that was basically a hardcore walkthrough. I could summon the skeletons now, but let's just save them for the next big scrapper. As you can see, you can 1v1 him without the skeletons, even though this is not the strongest one. The strongest one have 100 more HP, but we would be able to kill that. Anyway, so now we have young scrapper, another normal scrapper here.
I await your summons.
Yeah, but definitely we are killing this the slowest with all the heroes, from all the heroes.
Onward.
Because I mean, the elven ranger has just the biggest damage. Warrior is really strong overall, you have only 5 less damage and you are also tanky, so it just kills anything really quickly. The only disadvantage is that you are melee. And with mage you have the first ability that actually deals the biggest damage of everything. So if you are weaving in the first ability, I don't know the name right now, something lightning, but if you are weaving that into your basic attacks that I showed in the walkthrough, then you probably have the biggest DPS of all the heroes. Yeah, so all the heroes have really good DPS, either with abilities or just with basic attacks, but here you just don't have anything if you don't have the summoned units, so that's actually
Move in the
making it
shadows.
quite hard to kill anything quickly. Now I pulled 2 enemies at once, hopefully we can separate them, some skeletons, and it should be easy kill. Of course, with skeletons you definitely have the highest damage, because each skeleton has 12 damage, which means you have 24 and 25, which is 49. Maybe you have more with mage when you are viewing in the lightning attacks, but I'm definitely not sure about that. Oh, here is a big one, we need to run away. And so maybe with mage you have even more damage than here with the skeletons, but mage can still die and you are running out of mana really quickly. Here of course you also don't have mana and you have only some summon time, but at least you are tanky and you are slowing down the enemies, so that's at least something. This is the huge one. I said we can definitely kill him, but I'm not sure if I want to do it, but skeletons will be up really soon. I will kite a little bit by slowing him down and running away.
We move in the shadows.
Yeah, here it's a little bit worse, but I can still run away. Maybe I would be able to kill him with staying on full HP if I wanted to, but let's just summon skeletons and do this the easy way. Yeah, he has 3 armor, which is definitely reducing the damage when you have more sources of damage, which means that I have 3 units that are dealing damage, so the armor is actually not only 3 but 9, but
We move in the
overall it doesn't really matter.
We shall prevail.
Here is a normal scrapper, I think that's the last unit in this room, but first let's kill those small ones. And then I will just pull it right away because I'm almost full HP, so I can probably easily solo it and also We only need 35 more mana, and we can summon new skeletons.
I will find their souls.
And there is of course a medicine plant that can fully heal you if you need, so once again something we'll keep for the last boss. Yeah, and I also saved the healing potion because I loaded the game, and then it was not problem when I managed to split those huge scrappers in the beginning.
Onward.
Yeah, so I don't even have to worry about it. Let's just wait for the mana. You
Onward.
basically want to use it on cooldown because it's just extra damage, and so when they are taking damage you are healing. So
I await
overall just use it on cooldown.
the shadows.
That's the best thing you can do.
We move
And now
in
we
the
have the
shadows.
4th room. So definitely we'll make a save. I will just wait a little bit for them to disappear.
What do you want from me?
Also regenerate a little bit mana. This room should full HP us and full heal us to full HP, and also
Want from me?
restore our mana to 100%, so 75.
I await
But
your
we can just
summons.
wait a little bit here. Let's make the save, or actually first I will talk about this room.
We shall
I would say this is maybe the hardest hero to play this room with. Maybe I said that with the mage as well, but it's definitely easiest with Elven Ranger because you just have lots of damage and you are ranged and everything. With Warrior the hard thing is that you are melee, so it takes a little bit longer time to get to those ranged skeletons there, but it's still pretty easy because you have good stats. With Mage, the only hard thing is that you have limited mana and you can only damage them with your first ability, the lightning damage, because they are immune to fire, which is your basic attack damage. So that's the only hard thing, so you have basically a timer for that room, but outside of that it's actually not that difficult. And you are also slower, but that's basically everything. But with this hero, as I mentioned in the first part of this walkthrough, in the previous video, you have this bigger circle around your hero, which means your hero is actually twice the size of the other heroes. And there are actually 4 pillars between the signs where you need to push these crates. Of course, if you didn't see the previous walkthrough of any other heroes, you don't know how this room works. But basically we just have 9 crates here that you need to push 2 signs. And there are just 4 pillars between them, and your hero can easily get stuck there. And mainly the crates can get stuck there, because this bigger hero will just push them there, and it's just really hard to maneuver in this room. So I really doubt that we will win this on the first attempt, but I will of course try. The good thing is that we have skeletons, which can basically kill the skeletons for us. I mean the enemy skeletons kill for us, so we don't really need to worry about them when we have mana.
We shall
But
prevail.
of course that won't be the case
Onward.
most of the time. But I will definitely utilize them.
I await your summons. We move in the shadows.
This crate goes here. I didn't do it for a while, so
We move in the shadows.
I need to actually
We move in the shadows.
figure out where each crate goes. Actually, oh, now we need to move
We
here.
shall prevail.
Actually the crates, I would say, are kind of getting stuck on the hero. How he's just bigger, I would say he's just running underneath it or something, and that's just making it really awkward to deal with.
I await your summons.
As you can see, you are just killing it super slowly with this really low DPS. So when you don't have any summoned units, it just takes forever. It's really awkward. Basically, before I kill him, new ones will come.
The shadows. Onward.
Now this is really awkward. 2 crates at once. I mean on each other. We have the right side completed. Here I have 1 crate really close, so that shouldn't be a problem. Now I will just probably take this
Onward.
cube in the middle,
Onward.
push it to the top, or not top, but here I made a mistake. Yeah, okay, we have skeletons, great.
I will find their souls.
This goes here.
Onward.
You can actually also use the skeletons to push the crates with. You don't have to do it with the hero,
We move in the
which is quite useful, but actually now the skeleton blocked me. Also your skeletons can push your crates away if you are not careful enough, but I just need to finish everything with my hero now.
What
And now this is awkward because the crate is just kinda stuck between the pillars here, and you cannot really do anything.
shadows.
Try to
Onward.
push it away. I mean, the movement speed is nice.
We move in the shadows.
Overall, we are losing lots of time. Yeah, I won't be able to kill this one before the next one spawns, so now we'll be kind of stuck in this awkward situation, but I just need to wait for new skeletons. Overall, we are not doing too bad. Maybe I will leave it like this, so the enemy skeletons cannot push it away. I will just leave it here and then I will push it there myself.
We move in the shadows.
Just so I have a free path with the next cube. Because I don't want to stack 2 cubes on each other. That would be really awkward. We have skeletons in 4 seconds, but I just need to kill this one. Actually, we can maybe utilize them. And let's... Oh, actually, they helped me a little bit. Okay, I'll just move them to the top.
What do you want from me?
Okay, this was not ideal, but
Onward.
fine.
We move in the shadows. We move in the shadows.
Actually, I need to push this crate back. Hopefully, he can help me a little bit. Okay, this is really awkward. Now I am kinda stuck here in this situation. I basically need to... Okay, I don't have time to wait for new skeletons. I think we will need to restart this. I just messed up here in the end.
We move in
And
the
see,
shadows.
the crates are not moving the way we intend them to move. I mean, it's really close, but I will probably die because I don't have HP and I don't really want to waste the healing potion. Or I mean waste. It's the hardest room for the hero, so it's maybe not a waste.
Onward.
Yeah, now he will push the crate away. That's really unfortunate.
We move in the shadows.
He actually pushed the middle one as well, and now I pushed the
I will find
bottom
their
one.
souls.
Onward.
Maybe I will try to summon the skeletons here and
Onward.
leave them fighting there.
Onward.
Because we don't need to kill the skeletons to stop the summoning process.
Onward.
We just need to place the crates on their positions. I'm just not really able to pick up this crate right now.
Onward.
Eh.
Onward.
It's just super hard to split them up, and now I just totally run away. Let's just try it again. As I said, this is really hard on the first try, especially if you didn't do it for some time. You basically need to do the right and left side perfectly, as fast as you can, and then just focus on the
Want from me.
middle part. And let's see if we can do it now. So basically I will just start the same, pick up this crate,
Onward.
push it to the right
Move in
side,
the shadows.
maybe summon the skeletons here.
I will find their souls.
Okay, I don't know what I just did here, but
Onward.
let's actually try a different strategy.
Onward.
I'll try to push this, and
We shall prevail.
yeah, I'm trying to maneuver
I will
2
not
crates at once by utilizing the skeletons to actually move the crates,
What do you want from me?
while also killing the skeletons with my hero. Actually, it didn't work as poorly as I expected. It was actually quite quick start, I would say.
Onward.
The problem is that if you ignore them for too long, then 2 of them will be there, 2 enemy skeletons will be there at once, and then it didn't really save you any time. The only thing is that it gives me
Move in the shadows.
time to restore mana, but overall I wouldn't say that's too big of an advantage. Because you cannot slow down the summoning process of your enemies, so it doesn't really matter if you stuck them or not.
Onward.
So this one goes here. Now let's go for this one.
Onward.
Yeah, I will just stay here so he doesn't push this crate, because if I pushed it a
Onward.
little bit higher it would be a problem.
Onward.
Yeah, my skeletons pushed it a little bit, but fine. Okay, this is really bad. Once again I pushed it totally away. But maybe we can just keep it there and utilize it
Onward.
for the middle part.
In the shadows. Onward.
I will also push this one a little bit closer.
We move in the shadows. We move.
Now
in
there
the
is the
shadows.
melee
Onward.
enemy.
We move.
We'll
in
push
the
it out a
shadows.
little bit, but it's fine. Now I just need to push this one here. This one is basically on the position pretty randomly by my skeletons, but it's fine. We have decent HP, but I don't have mana now, which might be a problem.
Onward.
Actually, I don't know if this will count, but it's really close. So maybe if we actually push the crates a little bit to the side, it might actually just work.
We move in the shadows.
Fine. Yeah, this is
Onward.
probably too far, but I will still
I
keep
will find
trying.
souls.
Yeah, he will probably push it a little bit further. Anyway. But I have skeletons really soon, and we have really good position with all the crates, so now I just need to not mess up.
I await your summons.
Now I pushed
We
it
move
to
in
the side a little bit, but
shadows.
it's fine, this
We
should count.
move in the shadows.
I will push it here, and
Onward.
this one a little bit down. Okay, this is really bad. I just need one skeleton. Actually, I will utilize both the skeletons. Because they have the smaller model as other heroes. Yeah, actually we stopped it. Okay, this is brilliant. You can use the skeletons because they have the smaller circle as other heroes. Instead of the hero that you actually have. So maybe it's actually better to just maybe actually the last crates to do them with your hero. I mean, once again, you will do the sides as I did, because this hero is just faster than the skeletons, so it's easier and you don't really need to maneuver anywhere. But the last line is actually probably best if you just stand with your hero right here next to the summon point, so the enemy skeletons don't mess up your crates, and then you will just position the free crates in the middle with your skeletons, because they have smaller models, so it will be much easier to maneuver between the pillars.
What do you want?
And also you don't need to worry about the enemy units, because you will just kill them with your hero. Or I mean, your hero will keep them on that position. Also you will be killing them immediately when they spawn, so there will be no chance for two of them to be there at once.
Your summons.
So that's probably the best thing to do. I did it a little bit harder, but it still worked.
Move in the shadows.
So yeah, we are through the 4th room, which was the thing I was a little bit afraid of, but we managed to complete it. Now of course we have the option to go the right path or the left path. We already did both of them in at least one walkthrough. I was actually in the right path only with warrior, so maybe I could go there now as well. So we have 2 walkthroughs here and 2 walkthroughs here, but to be honest I just think this left path is a little bit better, especially with this hero, because once you complete this room you will actually
Move in the shadows.
yeah, here I'm just skipping the mechanics because I know them, but
Move in the shadows.
I talked about them in the first walkthrough with the mage. You will just receive the bonus, special bonus, special for each hero on the end of this room, this trap room.
What do you want?
And for this hero it actually buffs the damage of all of your minions, all of your summoned minions actually. And if you rescue a swordsman somewhere, then he won't be buffed, I believe. But all the summoned units that you have will be buffed.
We shall
So I
prevail.
would say that's really valuable. But it is also good for the other heroes. I mean, with mage you have a little bit faster mana regeneration, and actually Elven Ranger and Warrior have the same, where it just increases your damage a little bit.
We move in the shadows.
Yeah, but I think it's just
Onward.
definitely worth it to go this way.
Onward. We move in the shadows.
Yeah, so
We move.
it's a
in
little
the
bit harder
shadows.
when you don't have any magical damage reduction. Of course, with mage you just walk through this room, but with this a little bit harder. With warrior you also don't have any damage reduction, but we didn't go there with warrior, and Elven Ranger at least had some. This is probably the biggest damage we will receive, so I want to wait at least for 400 HP. We make sure that we don't die, and then we only need to walk through some lightning strikes here, and we should be fine. Yeah, here I kinda skipped it. There were some runes, Hydras, let's say, Guardian runes that you just needed to walk through. Of course you can kill them, but I would say it's better to just walk through, you'll save more HP. This deals some damage, but you just walk through it, and then you just need to choose the right sign, otherwise you will take huge damage. It will not kill you, but you will need to wait there really long. And the right sign is right here, and this symbol is on a stone that is right here on the top if you actually spot it. So that's really simple. Here are just some runes on the ground that deal fire damage. You just need to walk through them, kind of avoid most of them, but you will still take some damage. Here it deals a really insane amount of damage, but if you walk here on the top, you will receive the least amount. because here is just like one spot where you take the damage, while on the other areas you have like 2 or even 3, so this is basically the best. And I think those lightning strikes actually one-shot you, but you can avoid them completely, so it should be fine. Now is the worst time to go there, so I will wait, because those lightning strikes on the outside actually always repeat, but these one in the middle actually rotate clockwise. So as you can see, they are just moving away from me, and I just need to wait for them to disappear, walk through, and it's really simple. Here you can full heal if you are damaged, but we managed to do it.
You've collected the mighty orb of lightning. Lightning now flows through your summoned unit's veins, causing them to have increased damage and attack speed every once in a while.
Actually, it also increased attack speed, so not only damage, but also attack speed, which is really brutal. Yeah, but it's only for your minions, yeah, it definitely won't buff your hero. We are in the room number 6, so let's make one more save. Here we just need to kill the hive spitters. We actually also receive new abilities, so let me talk about it really quickly. Maybe let's kill some units first, so we start regenerating.
I will need fresh graves.
Okay, the limited range in this room is actually pretty awkward. Also, those hive spitters will kill my minions really quickly. But as you can see, your units are receiving +2 damage and also some attack speed, basically for every other attack, let's say. So it's not a huge boost, but it's still at least something. Okay, now I have problems because I wasn't able to split them before, and now I split them. Actually, we have more mana. Okay, it's fine because I will be taking little bit, not taking less damage. I will be able to summon more skeletons more often because we have 50 extra mana now, so this should be fine. And we have a new ability, which is Enchant. It's a normal enchant ability from Dryads that you can know from the normal game of Armies of Exigo. It costs 100 mana and it basically stuns a unit for 25 seconds, but you need to channel that stun with Dark Elf Rider, which is your hero. So you just need to channel it. If you move or attack or anything, cast any other ability, it will interrupt the effect and you will lose the 100 mana anyways, so you always want to channel it for the whole 25 seconds, otherwise it's just useless. But to be honest, this ability is probably the strongest ability in the whole mode, but you won't use it basically in the whole walkthrough, except the final boss, of course, because you can also use it on him, and you can imagine that if you stun him for 25 seconds, then the final boss encounter gets a lot easier, of course, because he just deals a huge amount of damage, and if you stop that for 25 seconds, then it's a really simple fight. Also, you can of course spam it if you have enough mana, so then you can just stun him forever and you are totally okay. But for now, you basically don't use this. It's just a waste of mana. It costs even more than the skeletons, and they are actually giving you some extra damage, while this is just a stun that basically stops your damage. As I said, this room is a little bit trickier because of the limited range, but even though you cannot split them that effectively, but you should be fine. Actually, there is a special mechanic. Now I probably messed up and we will need to restart this because they attacked me and I was not ready for it. Okay, yeah, let's just restart it. I forgot that there is a special mechanic that is here because of the warrior hero. That's actually funny because the warrior is the only hero that I didn't go into this mission with. Oh, I saved it when we entered the room, so now I cannot use the healing rune to heal myself, but never mind, we'll just wait a little bit. Basically, there is a special mechanic for the warrior, and that is that, because of course warrior is a melee hero, and here you have ranged enemies. So I tested it many times and it's just not possible to win this with warrior, because you cannot pull them out, and if you just run into those hive spitters with all buffs or everything, you will die anyways, because there is just so many of them. So it was not possible to win, but there is a special mechanic that if you walk into this area, somewhere around here, then actually one of the hive spitters will attack you. He will just move somewhere around here, so you can move back and start fighting him in the back. And then of course another one will come, so you just keep going to this area and they will attack you anyways. As you can see, one of them is coming. And this mechanic is here actually for all the heroes, even though it's mainly here because of the warrior. It would be possible to win with Dark Elf Rider here without using this mechanic, but since it's already here because of the warrior, we can definitely utilize it to make this room a little bit easier. As you can see, another one comes. There is a timer that basically gives us some time to kill this hive spitter, but if we are not standing in this location all the time, then you don't need to worry about it. They will just come when you go there again. And if they don't come immediately, you just need to wait a little bit longer. But I think, yeah, they are already coming. Most of the time they will be coming one by one, but I think eventually there is a situation where two of them come at once, or maybe even three. Yeah, here we need to be actually careful because those skeletons were standing on that location, and it's not triggered only by your hero, but actually any entity that you place there, and you have the ownage of it. So since I own those bone warriors, they are player 1, which is me, then if I step here in this area with them, it will also trigger the attack of the enemies. So not only with heroes, also with skeletons, so be a little bit more careful here. Now, actually seems like still only one is coming, which is fine because now I don't have mana for skeletons, so I wouldn't be probably able to kill two of them at once. Or maybe I would, I'm not sure. He has poison, but we have freeze, which I would say is a little bit stronger, so this is fine. But I mean, poison is also slowing a little bit, I think, but freeze is a bigger slow, I would say. And the damage from poison is not that serious.
I will need fresh graves.
Yeah, so now two of them are coming. I don't have skeletons yet, but hopefully we won't die here again. Actually, yeah, this is good. He just moved a little bit, which gave me a little bit more time. And now we should be able to summon some skeletons. He's still shooting me, which is not ideal, but I was able to move back a little bit to make him retarget to my bone skeletons, the bone warriors. So now we just kill this. Let me actually make a save. I'm not sure if maybe 3 will come now and skeletons will disappear and I will just lose. So really, yeah, I think that is the last part where there are 3 more spitters, but those won't attack you anymore. So even with the warrior you just need to run into them, which we also need to do here, but I definitely want to wait for skeletons first, of course, and also to regenerate some HP and mana. Yeah, but I can now stand in this area and it won't do anything. Yeah, so of course after this room we will have the prison room, where we will get a swordsman, and which is really good, just another unit with summoner hero, so that's definitely nice. And then of course the treasure room, where we will get some resources that we will utilize to buy even more units, of course, once we get to hell and find the hell forge to buy some hell dwarfs. Then you of course get more units in the end, where we can rescue another priest and crossbowman. So now we have mana. I'm not sure if we can actually force one spitter out. It was probably possible. I will probably just kill him like he is, because if I summon skeletons they will just get shot by the other spitters in the back, but right now it's really simple to kill him like this. Yeah, 1-on-1 it's not a big deal. And since we have more than 75 maximum mana, we can just wait a little bit longer and I'm still not wasting any mana regeneration. Yeah, so just 2 more spitters. The warrior will probably die before he even gets there, or almost. Or the spitter also. And now I'll just kill this one and we are fine. Of course, we'll kill the queen, which is necessary to complete the room anyways, but mainly we'll get another potion from it, which is really nice. I think it's the weak one, maybe 250 HP, but I think it's only 100 again, but we'll see. It's pretty slow, the queen is also regenerating a little bit, but we will eventually destroy it. Actually, I can just use skeletons, we don't need them now. But I mean, we don't need the mana, save for anything. and
What do you
yeah,
want
just
from me?
100
We
HP
move in the
potion.
shadows.
Now
Onward.
let's move to the
I await your summons.
prison room.
Onward.
You have entered the prison room. Take a look around to check if there are any soldiers who might want to join you.
I await your summons.
Yeah, so we found the
We shall
swordsman,
prevail.
and as you can see, the constant buff is not on him, because as I said, it only works on the units that you summon yourself, which are skeletons and some other units that we will take a look on once we get to them.
We shall prevail.
You have entered the treasure room. Explore it. Maybe you'll find something valuable.
Move in the shadows.
We definitely found something valuable, some nice resources, and now we are in front of the 7th room, which will be the spider room, of course, which we will save for the next part of this walkthrough, the next video. It was 40 minutes, so I would say a decent time. We of course needed to replay this room and also actually this one, so 2 loads, but overall I think we did pretty decent job. It's just a little bit harder to start with this hero, but I think this is the strongest hero in the end game, so definitely I will enjoy it once we get there. So thanks for watching. Of course, let me know in the comments what you think about this whole mode. If you tried it yourself, maybe share your experience, tell me what heroes you played, if you maybe found some bugs or something that I could improve. And also tell me how you like this series, of course, of my walkthrough, if maybe you want me to change it a little bit or if this is okay. So thanks for watching and take care, guys.